We are live. This is PTV Live.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben, finishing dinner.
What kind of dinner are you having, Ben?
We had a summer salad.
A summer salad? Oh, that sounds good.
It was, well, it's still partially in my bowl. It's romaine with strawberries, blueberries, almonds, feta cheese, and chicken strips over a bed of romaine with a strawberry kind of vinegar dressing.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
And I think poppy seeds.
Okay.
So if I have anything in my teeth, I apologize in advance.
Well, it looks like we already have people here in the stream. Let's welcome some people that are here already. I see we have Mike Wheeler was first. Mike, thank you so much for being here. Pam's fam.
Mike, we love having you here.
Yeah. And Pam's fam.
I love Pam.
Love Pam. And Amy. Oh, you're listening on the way home from Kennywood Park. Amy, thank you for listening and tuning in. Thank you.
We try to be entertaining.
We'll do our best.
We try.
We will do our best to keep you company.
We're really boring, you know. I promise I won't use my gloves today, but, you know, that might be a big fat lie.
We never know what's going to happen.
Never promise not using your gloves. It's one of your trademarks, Doug.
The gloves are here.
The gloves are right here. I have easy access to it.
It has easy access. And if you hadn't caught it, there was an inside joke on one of Dole Whip Dad's videos this week. And I couldn't stop laughing.
I was blushing because his mannerisms, his facial expression, he wasn't saying it, but you know in his mind all he was doing is thinking about me.
And what happened? What was he referring to? The white gloves?
He opened up mail call, and one of his mail call was a pair of white gloves.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything.
I also see Rachel in the chat. I see Stacy. Thank you for being here, Stacy. Hi. Noah's here. Thank you, Noah, the Disney World fan 16.
Oh, and I like Steve.
And Cam's Corner. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here.
Rachel, all of our people. You guys are so.
Thanks, Steve. Want to say hi. Thank you so much, Steve. Appreciate it.
Steve, if you can be as snarky to Arnie and Doug as I am to you and Shep on your stream, have at it.
I don't know. Is it really in Steve's blood to be snarky?
No.
I think it's in anyone's blood to be snarky if they're pushed in the right direction.
Oh.
No.
Oh gosh. Well,
no one beats snarky over my niece Megan.
No, I can give her a run for her money.
So he says, "Hey guys, can't stay tonight, but I want to say hi. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
We're awesome. How do you quantify awesome? I don't understand.
Go back to that one. You guys are awesome. Okay, wait a minute.
Well, I feel like we are, but whatevs. I know. Modesty's not been my strong suit.
Don't listen to him. Do not listen to him. And here is Disney World Adventures. Chris, thank you for being here.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Hello there.
And Pam, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Talking about the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pam, you're absolutely right. It was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing.
I just liked it that he was thinking about me the whole time.
And Walter Graham's Dougie.
Yeah.
Dougie, thank you for being here.
Okay.
How are things in England? It's rather late over there for you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
It's 3 a.m. over there. Why are you still awake?
Sure. And Cam is asking, are you going to D23?
We will be in the resort area, but we will not be in the convention.
Yeah.
So we were not going to be inside the building seeing all of those.
But we will be on property, and we will be interacting with people that are there. We have friends that are attending. Several Disney YouTubers will be there as well. They will be attending, and then we will be interacting with them. Oh, sorry, Walter Graham's. Yeah, that's right. It is Scotland. Sorry, my mistake.
Oh yeah.
Don't do that.
That's a big no-no.
That is, yeah.
That's like saying, Arnie, you're in Mexico, aren't you?
No. What's worse is that we're in the San Francisco Bay Area, and that's like telling everyone or telling you you're from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, they go, yeah, you live in San Francisco, and I'm like, oh, do you see any celebrity there in LA? No, we're not that close.
Nope.
No.
That's 400
We feel
miles
your pain.
south.
So
Kay Atwood has just joined. Thank you, Kay. It's good to see you here. Yes. And Rachel did correct me saying, you mean Scotland, right? And Ben is occasionally going to be probably taking a bite of salad. He's still eating
Disney
dinner.
Fanatics.
I'm still eating dinner.
Go to Disneyland Fanatics. Okay.
That's it.
Do you guys have to have tickets to get in, or do they only allow certain people to D23?
That's a good question,
Yes.
Disney Fanatic. Truthfully, you need to have a ticket. And
you get a badge, and you go through security, and you're at a big, it's like Comic-Con. I wish they just can have people go in and out, like, because there's the expo hall, but you have to pay, and I've seen tickets range from $80 to $90.
But as of today, Doug said that it is now
2 days
sold
ago,
out.
every day is sold out. Of
course,
you guys.
I know you aren't in LA.
Ugh.
Yeah, wait, you guys aren't in LA? Stacy, if we were in LA, believe me, we would be at Disneyland far
all
too
the time.
too much. We'd be there all the time.
So
Well, actually, that's not too much. I was there all the time when I lived down
you
there.
live down there, and you.
I loved it. I remember there was this one stretch when I was at Disneyland, 40 days straight.
To get cards.
Yeah, to get trading cards. Whole long story.
But the ticket thing.
41.
Oh yeah,
you
41 days.
You
that's
buy
right. No,
hands?
40 days. I missed one of the days in that 41 span because of a wedding that I had to fly to.
I bought tickets for Sunday. Cool. I mean, I will get eventually go to a D23. It just was one of those things. That
And Max, thanks for being here.
Hi,
Max
Max.
Kimplin. Yeah, Max is very faithful with joining during the Daily Dose of Disney.
Oh,
so
wow.
thank you so much, Max. Appreciate it. Yeah, and then if we lived near LA, the Mickey room would probably explode.
Oh,
Yeah, it would become probably the Mickey Villa.
our house is getting close.
Yeah.
I still don't think I have enough. We were doing something the other day, and it's like there's stuff everywhere. It's all displayed. It looks impeccable. It looks like the Disney Gallery. But I'm like, I don't feel like this is a lot of stuff. But to some people,
Doug.
it's overwhelming. I've
Doug.
lived with it all my life.
Doug,
Can't
You're-
see you.
I know. I'm still eating, but you're ill.
I'm too sleepy. I want to say hi. We'll catch this on replay. Stay
Thank
beautiful. Thank you so much, Dougie. Thank you very much. So,
Did you
okay.
guys try to buy tickets for D23 and none were available? Actually,
We made a conscious decision that this time we wouldn't buy the tickets into D23. We opted to buy annual passes.
well, there's two things. I want to spend the $80 or $90 on two things. There's a lot of Haunted Mansion swag, and I'm scared to death to see what is the leftovers. So that $80, $90 to that, plus we are going to get annual passes.
So
That's actually
there's that.
Just allocating money. I mean, D23 would be great. You walk around, you get to look at some of the stuff, you get to go to some of the panels, but I'll be completely honest with you, all that's going to be on YouTube.
It's just being smart with limited funds.
Yeah, I want to be very wise with it. Doug, there's no such thing as enough stuff. I completely agree. As I say, the one who owns with the most stuff
Okay, Ben,
wins.
there's
Yeah.
a question on screen for you.
Oh,
Chantal.
okay. My sister made a salad for us. It was a bed of romaine topped with strawberries, blueberries, almonds, feta, and a strawberry vinegar dressing with poppy seeds. That was delicious.
I love that strawberry vinaigrette. It's a simple recipe.
That's good.
And I still have one piece of sourdough.
Sourdough. Does it happen to be from Bodine?
No, it's Semi Freddy's, a local bakery.
Oh, Semi Freddy's is just as good. Hey, Blood X, thank you for being here.
Hey.
Appreciate it. Good to have you here.
There's still plenty of room where you are to buy more memorabilia, from what I can see. Oh, I can definitely manage.
Definitely. Definitely. Can always have stuff.
We're not hoarders. We're massive collectors. Some people would call it hoarding. I call it organized collecting.
I call it ill.
Okay, so tonight, you've already mentioned it.
I'm doing things with my hands that you can't see, Ben.
Right now, we're going to be discussing tonight, we're going to be talking about Disneyland and D23. Specifically, we want to talk about things that we would like to see happen at D23. But
I'm taking it from more of a where there's so many YouTube videos and there's so many things speculating, fantasizing, doing this, reading tea leaves, what is Disney going to do? I really don't care. There's things I want to see. This is a selfish thing that I want to see in the parks or Disney do. So it's kind of like, hey, Christmas, Santa, I want this for Christmas. This is all I'm taking this approach of what I would like to see at Disneyland, Walt Disney World, or just in general. We'll probably even go with I would like to see for on Disney's Plus. It's just what I want. Will it ever happen? Are they ever going to do it? I don't know.
okay, Cam's Corner has just already struck a nerve. A new Tomorrowland.
Thank you. We
Thank
should
you,
start with
Cam's
that.
Corner. We'll go ahead and start with that one, but let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. What this is D23 is next weekend. We will be going down next Thursday.
Thursday more afternoon.
We'll leave in the morning. Ben will be joining us that evening. He'll be flying in, and we'll pick him up at the airport. And
We're going to be his lift the whole time.
And the three of us will be joining other YouTubers, including D&G Explorers, More Sunshine Please, Expedition Greg, and Jack Sandy Claus, Logan, who is Matt. He'll be there as well. There are many others that are going to be there. Corey Meets World. The Shep family will be there. There are lots that are going to be down
it's
there.
Be wild.
Yeah, and also locals like the Yaya Chronicles and let's see, who's it? Matthew and Lauren Vlogs.
Yeah.
We will be joining up with them. So
I would imagine Juan Rodriguez will make an appearance as well.
yeah,
Oh yeah, he will.
yeah. Juan is a perennial favorite.
He's a trusty golden retriever.
And then
Hi guys.
two real geeks. Hey,
Hi,
so,
Dan.
who wants to start? Rock, paper, scissors, Liz, or Spock? What would you, if you had a list of stuff you want to see? Not talking about D23 because stuff might be released to D23 and it might be related to D23. What would you like Disney to go into the future? Or what would you like to see them talk about, or just in general, the next 10 years?
Who's gonna go?
I don't know. I said rock, paper, scissors.
go for it, Ben.
You go for it, Ben.
Okay.
Hi, Texas Rider. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
We're gonna
Hi.
go do that. We're not gonna interrupt each other, so we're gonna give each other a time, talk. Then we'll thank hi everybody. Next person talking, hi everybody. We can't be constantly doing that.
Stacy says Juan is the Disneyland version of R. Johns.
Okay.
Now, if I interrupt, it's because I want to make sure that we are greeting people in the chat.
After the person talks, don't do it while the person's talking, please.
I'll try not to.
That's
Go for
Okay.
it,
Am I on?
Ben.
Okay. I would like to see an expansion of Fantasyland, not a reworking of the existing attractions. I would like to see attractions added to Fantasyland. And I would really like to see that expanded into an area just north of the Matterhorn and east of Small World Mall, where there's a huge plot of nothing but water that could be drained out and filled in and create some sort of new Fantasyland experience out over there that is not a meet and greet, but actual attractions.
The former location of the motorboat cruise.
Yeah. I would like to see some sort of nod to some of the newer Disney animated features, nothing Pixar, but an actual environment with Disney animated films. I don't care if it's Wreck-It Ralph or Frozen, or Frozen is being featured everywhere else. They can let everyone else have Frozen. We need something new. We need like a Tangled environment.
glad you said that.
Tangled is a perfect fit with
Oh,
Disney.
absolutely.
We need, yeah, absolutely. So
But
yours is
there's any amount, even a Zootopia area would be an improvement over what is currently just a lagoon where people used to go smoke, and now that's not even allowed there. So it's kind of like it's a huge vast area of wasted space right there, just southeast of Small World. And
Yeah.
I don't know why it just sits there year after year. It's been dead for 25 years.
Yeah. Well, almost 30.
Yeah.
Almost 30 years it's been dead.
Well, you have to remember the motorboat cruise, which ended as the motorboat cruise through Gummy Glen, was there till about 1991 or 92. And once they did away with Afternoon Avenue and expanded it down into Mickey's Toontown in late 1992, early 1993, they've done nothing with that area. So it's been 25 to 26, 27 years of nothing in that area.
Definitely.
I'm sure they spray for mosquitoes there because it's a perfect breeding ground.
Yeah.
Well, it's the whole dividing Disneyland in half. You take north to south. The west side's beautiful, huge, massive, massive, massive attractions. The east side basically has nothing. There's really not a lot. Do you want to start letting people comment or welcome them in?
I haven't seen anyone new join the chat.
Okay.
But Ben, go ahead, and there's a response there. What kind of attraction?
I think it's up for any type of brainstorming ideas, because if we had any type of new dark ride that came in, I think it would have to be in the line of something that is like something that exists with Mr. Toad or Snow White in that area. Make it small so you could have multiple attractions, as opposed to just one large chunk of real estate taking up one ride, like they did over in California Adventure with the Little Mermaid.
Okay, I like that. I definitely like that.
You like a lot of little things than one giant thing?
You know, it would be nice if they could create another separate type of village environment and create one or two dark rides over in that area, and maybe another restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're seriously lacking on eating areas in Fantasyland. They have the one restaurant, the Red Rose Tavern.
That's it. And it's actually just tucked into a corner of the area.
It really is. And it's on the edge.
Yeah.
You have to know it's there in order to go there.
Stop and Smell the Roses has just joined.
Cool.
Thank you.
Just wanted to go back on one of them. We're talking DCA, Disneyland, and what we even would like to see in Florida, even though we're very casual Florida people. We don't go there. Like, we're a huge chunk of times to go to Florida. I'm ready to go back. But this is anything goes. This is even D23. This is movies. What we would like to see Disney, as Disney fanatics, stuff we want to stay. And I think that's really a good idea, is they can expand that one. I think is I
like the idea.
I
love the idea of several dark rides. I like that idea, especially because that's what Fantasyland is. I mean, let's face it, Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Peter Pan's Flight.
But the new stuff, there's Princess and the Frog, Dakota do Tangled, which is getting a cult following. There's so much they could do to bring up the new stuff. Not necessarily.
You don't even have a Beauty and the Beast dark ride.
No, we don't even. And that's supposed to be the track list that I saw the other.
And Cam, good point, Cam. Thank you for bringing that up.
I want to go next. I want a hyper themed restaurant, a sit down, fancy if you call it, dining experience. And I want it multiple.
So table service. A
table service. Take Beast Castle and steroids it. I want like a Haunted Mansion theme, but super, everything is hyper. It's a whole experience from anything. Take it at an attraction. Bring the space restaurant over to that's at Epcot. Bring it into California. It will do extremely well. I like the Haunted Mansion. That's a huge speculation. I heard that Star Wars Land is going to get Olga's Canteen cannot keep it up. That there's going to be a very ginormous. There's a little tiny plot of land. Again, I heard all this. That it's going to be a very hyper themed Disney sit down Star Wars experience, dining experience. I want just a high-end, hyper-themed dining experience.
We've only had one of those types of experiences in California, and that was the ABC Soap Opera Bistro at California Adventure when it first opened. But due to poor attendance and lack of interest in the restaurant, it closed.
Well, I think it was just a matter of bad timing. California Adventure needed to be an actual theme park instead of what they gave us when it first opened. And it wasn't that much of an experience. It was practically just a half-day park being charged as a full-day park. And that wasn't what we should have received next to the actual godfather of Disney theme parks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Stacy brings up a question here. Did you see Toy Story 4? I have an idea for Disney Plus, but if you didn't see the movie, then I don't want to share my idea. Stacy, share away. We have all seen Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
And then there was one other question up here, Ben, referring to Fantasyland, and that was maybe a DuckTales or Darkwing Duck ride.
You know, a throwback ride like that would work really well in the short run, but I think it has limited play because DuckTales and Darkwing Duck played to a certain demographic. And unless they were to bring it back in a new way that's bigger than what they actually have right now, then I just don't see that. Well, yeah, they were rebooted, but I just don't see them as being the big draws that they were back in the early 90s when they were originally introduced.
I have to disagree with you. Nostalgia's coming back. I think they're replanning and re-skinning Epcot to go back to 1982. They're bringing back the logos. They're bringing back the name. It's called Epcot Center, World Center. Is going to be the new name.
That's the theory.
The theory. Now. Again, this is all fantasy theory.
We may find out next week.
I think there is such a generation out there that's growing up the late early 90s. Or those people are getting careers, getting done with their colleges, getting careers, and getting married and having kids. And they're rebooting it. So nostalgia's coming back. They're rebooting a lot of old stuff. I think there is enough DuckTales and Darkwing Duck fans to bring it back to get timeless, because it is timeless. So that I would have to say nostalgia and Disney's really getting into the core. We're seeing it. So it's kind of something that I could see it happen.
Well, we had a nod to all of the Rescue Rangers in Toontown.
That's true. We have Gadget's Go Coaster.
Yeah.
And we used to have the Chippendale Acorn Crawl until that got shuttered.
Yeah. I mean, there's little doors on the tram. So
but I really believe that they are going to be pouring their money into more of the theatrical type of IPs as opposed to ones that are formatted for television.
Oh, okay. I think something grand.
Everyone say, everyone in the chat, everyone in the chat, please say happy birthday to Jess of Two Real Geeks.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Jess.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jess.
That's so cool. Yeah, we just did this a couple nights ago. Sit down dining of any type. There's 3 in each one at California. There's 3 in Disneyland and 3 in California Adventure. Everything is counter service. Sit down table where someone serves you. There's 3 in Disneyland and 3 in California Adventure.
Okay, there's what? There is the Blue Bayou.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. There is Club 33.
Nope.
No, that's not accessible to the public.
Okay. Is that Riverbell Terrace that was switched to a table service restaurant?
Yeah. I completely.
That is a table now.
That's the 4th one. That's table.
Okay.
Cafe Orleans.
Okay, I forgot about Cafe Orleans.
And Main Street. Carnation.
Carnation Cafe, that's right.
That's it. Now there's 4. I've never been to Riverbell because that's so new, and I think it was just finished, or we didn't do it when we were there a year ago.
Yeah.
So it's not a normal behavior thing. I just remember to go every New Year's Eve there to get.
What are the ones in
California Adventure?
Lamplight.
We've got the Lamplight, which is just new.
The winery.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? The Wine Country.
Wine
Country Trattoria.
And then Carthay Circle.
Yeah.
And
There's not.
Carthay Circle is an absolutely delightful restaurant.
So there's no sit down. Disneyland, we don't have.
But there, of those sit-down restaurants, the only one that I would say is very well themed
Is the Blue Bayou.
The Blue Bayou.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that is.
There's no better Disney restaurant experience in Southern California than the Blue Bayou.
For immersion, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Booked to the gills.
For-
It's super popular.
For me, the best restaurant on property is Napa Rose.
Yeah, but that's at the hotel.
It's at the
At the
hotel.
hotel.
You have to leave the parks to get to that.
It's Michelin. It's in the hotel, just like the Grand California.
So anyway,
What would you want to write to Santa, or what do you want to write that you would like to see?
well, since we were talking about food, I'm always up for the restaurants and things. A bigger selection of food. I'm always up for that. Instead of having a pizza
Experience.
place here and a pizza place there, try two different things. Definitely. Stacy, you saw Jenna's review of Blue Bayou. Everything she said is true and more. It's definitely worth your definitely make a reservation.
It's an experience attraction. It's historical.
What's so cool is sitting right on the water, and then you watch the boats go by as the boats of Pirates of the Caribbean float through the bayou, looking at the fireflies that are there just floating around. It's just incredible.
I think you're eating in an attraction. There's no place in the world or any park that you're eating inside an attraction.
And it's also perpetual.
I am eating.
Well, yeah, that doesn't count. But it's perpetual time, so you gotta have good eyes or use your phone to see. They do have little cameras and stuff, but it's very historical. It's very Disneyland. There is nothing like eating at Blue Bayou. It is the most magical place.
So I think they could make a Toy Story series for Disney Plus where we follow Woody and Bo Peep and their gang as they travel around the country, give kids toys. Stacy, I think that's a brilliant idea. And we have people that we know that work at Pixar. And
we'll be doing our own video about this because we can talk about it later. But we know people at Pixar, so we can't relate to that until after D23.
No, we can relate. We just can't. We can't say anything about it.
Yeah, we promised everybody that we won't. We got privy to some information, so we're gonna shut up.
Yeah.
But
I think that's a fantastic idea.
But yeah, that's an amazing idea for Disney Plus.
But you see, that's something else I want to hear at D23. Now, we'll talk about that in a bit. What I'm talking about at Disneyland is Tomorrowland.
Yeah, I'll let you have that one because we all want that.
We want Tomorrowland. Now, here is what our current... Here, I'm going to share the screen with everyone. So take a look at this.
Mike will describe it to you.
Okay.
There
we go. That is the entrance of Tomorrowland. Now, what you see is the Astro Orbiter. It's on the ground. I wish that they would put it back where it was, just like they have the Astro Orbiter in Tomorrowland in Florida at Magic Kingdom, above the People Mover station. That's where we used to have it. Unfortunately, that structure is too weak for it now.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to completely tear that down and rebuild. That's where my idea comes in, and that is to completely tear down Tomorrowland and build it from the ground up, save two structures. I would say save Space Mountain and save the monorail station. The monorail station, I say, because it is actually a California historical landmark. They can't modify it too much without actually breaking the law.
Yeah, they literally, that can never really go away. That's something that would always stay there. So, which is fine on me because the monorail is, especially that station, there's a plaque there, so it can't be touched. Got it. So everything goes
right here. If you see where I'm pointing right now, these rocks here and here and here, we found out just today that these rocks are going to be removed from the front of Tomorrowland. The interesting thing is that I had never heard the terminology used in the Orange County Register. That's the local paper for Orange County where Disneyland is. They called those French fry rocks. I had never heard that before.
Really, we haven't.
But if you look at, like, say, an order from Burger King or McDonald's, it looks like the fries are actually sticking out of a package. So I understand that look. So yeah, these are the rocks that for some reason they decided to put in, and all it does is it blocks the view of what's inside Tomorrowland along with this. We just don't get to see it. Here's another view. Sorry about that. Let me get that to you. Here's another view.
So, Mike, I don't know if you remember seeing anything, if you can go back to the time of the early 90s of Tomorrowland or Discoveryland in Paris. This pretty much looks exactly like Disneyland Paris. They use these protruding rocks that jet out from the ground. They're hideous. You hit your head on them. They need to go, and they are.
They're in the way. They really impede the flow of people in Tomorrowland.
They need to go. And
by the way, no one wants a burger and fries right now.
I'm hungry for a burger and fries. Noah. Okay. Where is your burger and fries, bro?
Noah, if you were here in California, we would just, right after the stream, we'd go do an In-N-Out run. Definitely.
Oh my gosh. I just had dinner and that sounds good.
I'm going to do something really quick.
So
I'm going to see if I'm going to snap out. There we go.
This.
No, there's something about the camera. It's the lighting scene that we're a little jaundiced today, so don't mind that. So yeah, Space Mountain's floating on its own.
Max is asking, in Disney World, why were those rocks, blue rocks, there? You know, good question.
They put them there too.
The color scheme has changed over time. It's blue. I'm not sure why they went with blue, other than the fact that the majority of color scheme in Tomorrowland of Magic Kingdom is blue.
Bluish, see silver.
Bluish,
yeah,
blue, silver, gray. Those
where
are
they
the
went Disneyland Paris on California, which they painted Space Mountain bronze. It was hideous. You're going down the freeway and you see this spaceship looking thing all bronze, and you, for decades since 1977 up to 98, you always saw the sparkly white thing and you got excited, and this hideous bronze thing was there.
It was white, which everyone knows is the color of the future.
So Mike says, I do remember when I was at Disneyland in 2008 and I saw them. Okay, yeah, Mike. Yeah. So you know what we're talking about. So yeah, definitely. It's they've always crowded the entrance of Tomorrowland.
They never worked.
What's interesting is that when Walt Disney presented the park to the public, he wanted to make sure that you saw a clean view into each land with the exception of one. Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, and Frontierland. It was a clear shot. There was a weenie at the end of each one. You saw it. The castle. You go down to the castle. Once you got to the castle, hey, Zip, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Hey there, Patrick.
Hey, Zip.
He everything was on stage, and Disneyland's put like you're in a movie or you're in a production. So them going that way in the late 90s was just everything away from the whole theatrics or putting on a presentation.
So putting in the rocks there really blocks the view of Tomorrowland.
Yeah, they put up a physical wall.
Yeah, it is. It's a wall. Now the one thing that I did see is let's see. Who saw my message? I'm sorry, Cam. I must have missed that.
Oh, we're trying. How about
this? How about this? Take out Tom Sawyer's Island. They can put in a World Showcase Center.
It's not big enough.
Is it? Tom Sawyer Island actually got smaller.
Yeah.
At Disneyland.
It's a lot smaller than the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Plus it got shrunk down because of Star Wars Land.
Yeah, exactly. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge took a chunk of land away from the north end of the Rivers of America.
And we stood there the last time we were there. Because I wanted to take a picture of the train.
And Noah would like to see a Tomorrowland sign just like Magic Kingdom.
I think new land, there's just something happening. I think we might hear something about Tomorrowland, especially more Magic Kingdom, because Tron's getting done and they got their sign ripped out. I heard Disneyland. I want something. I don't care if it's Magic Kingdom, but mostly Disneyland. Disneyland hasn't been touched.
So anyway, Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland.
It was built originally so that it would reflect 1986. Then they tore that down completely and rebuilt it in 1967.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was supposed to be completely redone again and opened in 1998. Unfortunately, a lot of the sponsorships went away. A lot of the funding disappeared. So they ended up just getting pretty much a paint job and a couple of new attractions. And 3 new attractions. That was Innoventions, we got Rocket Rods, and we got Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. And they changed the rocket jets to the Astro Orbiter. The only thing that's still there is the Astro Orbiter. That's it. Everything else is gone.
It's sad. It's just sad. So essentially, the Tomorrowland, even to this day, is Tomorrowland 1967 with hacked up. It's spit and duct tape. It's kind of a bad craft project gone wrong.
Yeah, see, Mike Wheeler makes a good point here. To me, the rockets on the ground are in the way of the entrance, just like the carpets at Magic Kingdom are in the way in Adventureland. I absolutely agree, Mike.
Yeah, the whole thing. To be honest, I think that's also stupid in Adventureland.
In the essence of actually getting everything torn down in Tomorrowland, we're talking everything would be gutted. Everything from the Pizza Port, which is now the Alien Pizza Planet. Innoventions would get torn down. Buzz Lightyear. Star Tours would actually either be removed or moved to another location. Something.
I think it can go because we already have Star Tours Land. It's weird to have that in it. It doesn't work.
But then
Space Mountain sits on itself.
But then there's also this whole area that is used by a huge Autopia, and the Finding Nemo submarine voyage, which that just doesn't. I understand why they put it there. It was something to get the submarine voyage active again, but it doesn't really fit the theme of Tomorrowland.
No.
So I'm not sure what's going on there. So I think that they should actually maybe start from scratch and dream big. Bring us things that we haven't even imagined yet.
They have the land. And rework the monorail so the monorail goes through the attractions. So I can see the monorail weaving in and out of Tron.
Yeah, that's possible. So if they were to bring, for instance, Tron,
which I would like it, but
it would be an interesting fit. I don't know how they would fit it in, but the Imagineers, they're very creative. I trust them implicitly. They would do a great job. I know they would.
The east side has a lot of land.
But the east side of Disneyland needs a lot of love.
Yeah.
Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. Definitely.
We can expand Fantasyland, but I think before they touch Fantasyland, which I think Fantasyland is still, I'm okay with if we hear that. Tomorrowland's more important.
Yeah.
It's the saddest of them all.
Yeah. Now,
it's just sad.
With that said, at D23, if they were to say anything about California Adventure, what would you want?
Oh, I was just going to talk about what else would I would like to see Disney do besides restaurants, Tomorrowland. Okay, well, it's on my list, and I know it sounds weird, and a lot of people are going to hate it. Is because it's my favorite movie outside of Lion King is the Ratatouille attraction. Yeah. Since there's Pixar everywhere in that park, I would find a building and cram it in.
But I wouldn't know where to put it because there's no theme. There's really no place to put it.
No, it really isn't.
Now, I like Cam's idea of maybe building a mini Epcot in Tomorrowland.
That would take away the whole Tomorrowland theme.
Yeah.
And Epcot was actually supposed to be in the parking lot at Disneyland. So they already did away with that idea. But, all old ideas are new at Disney, so you never know.
They have room. They would have to get rid of the rock formation to make the attraction Grizzly Peak. Take that whole area because there's that called San Francisco area. I'll wrap it around all the way up to the Blue Sky Cellar. That whole area, that would be Ratatouille. Just got all that area and build it inside the mountain.
So Danny's joined the stream. Danny
Danny.
Silva, thank you for being here, Danny. She says more in the Hollywood part. I agree. It is a dead corner of the park.
They can gut it. I'm more than happy to gut it. That's where I thought Mickey's Runaway Railway would be. I'm glad it's in Toontown because I love Toontown. I think it's perfect. They're using more backstage. Wow. But I say gut Hollywood. That area back there is dead and sad.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to put in there, and I don't.
Well, look,
That's I mean,
when the
Well,
park-
how long will Mickey's PhilharMagic last in that park right there?
I'm not sure.
Because that's a show I've never seen. I have not been to Disney World since it went in. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing that when I'm down there next week.
oh, I like it, but there's nothing.
I've seen
like
it
there.
once.
We saw it once.
I saw
in-
PhilharMagic once in Magic Kingdom,
Did we see it in 12 or
2012.
did we see it in 2?
No, we saw it in
2 didn't
20
exist yet.
Yeah,
We saw it in
2012.
12. 2012 was the last time.
and then Noah.
She says it's kind of lame. It's
Noah saying I was thinking about Indiana Jones Land for Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's good possibilities for that.
Well, there's also the talk that could possibly come to the dinosaur ride at Animal Kingdom.
okay, we're speculating. What are stuff you want to see, not what they could possibly do? I want what I would like to see. I want Ratatouille, Tron, New Tomorrowland, and dining experiences. That's just I don't know if we'll ever see it.
Megan has joined. Hi, Megan.
Hi,
Thanks
Megan.
for being here.
All of our nieces are here.
Yeah. So we have Mike
My
Wheeler
niece,
saying,
your
going back to
niece.
Pirates and Blue Bayou combo, put in a Ratatouille ride with a dining experience.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, isn't that what they had in Paris?
Amen, brother.
Yes.
Mike Wheeler, that's a fantastic idea.
The Paris, Disneyland Paris, it's a restaurant kind of off to the side, so it's not really built in the attraction. I'm looking forward to be more integrated where the attraction's going around you while you're eating.
Oh, I like Max Kimplin's idea about doing a Sugar Rush ride in Tomorrowland.
I think that's a good
Where
idea.
it could be tied to video games and high-tech stuff.
See, Two Real Geeks said the same thing. They'd like to see a Wreck-It Ralph ride as a coaster kind of thing. And then Stacy said, would you like to see some different type of Tron ride other than the one that's in Shanghai and Walt Disney World?
I would. I don't know what that would be, but I would. I'd like to see something original for Disneyland.
Yeah, I want when they do something, they bring it back, they modify it for that area. So it's particular to each land, not just do a cookie cutter. I want like California Adventure should always have Soarin' Over California, period. Never change. You go to Epcot to see the world.
Sierra Tail says that they're in Paris, that the Ratatouille attraction, there is a window in the restaurant, and it's amazing, and it overlooks the attraction, but it's just a window on one wall.
Okay. That's cool. I like I said, we need to win the lotto, or I have to.
How about
Richie Richards?
And then
I wanna
Cam
go
is
to
saying,
Paris.
what about what World of Color show that has fireworks in the show? Cam, actually, I can talk about that one.
We can tell a story from experience.
In 2001, when California Adventure first opened, they were doing anything and everything they could to attract people to the park. So they created an evening spectacular for Christmas time called Luminaria. And it featured drawings of the children have been doing during the day. It featured lots of water features and lights and things. It also had fireworks and
Lots of pyrotechnics.
And unfortunately, because of how the park is built there, the fireworks were low level and it created such a smoky haze that people were choking constantly throughout the show if there was no wind blowing. And at that time of year, there usually wasn't a wind blowing.
No, because there was a different type of weather, and plus
And
because
then-
of an inversion.
And then if the wind was blowing, they had to cancel the show because of the pyrotechnics.
There's a hotel right on the edge of Paradise Bay, and it's a big hotel. It actually blocks the
It's
wind.
like 12 stories high.
It's a wall blocking the air coming in and the flow. So the main flow coming in, so it created an inversion because everything's sunken down. You have this Paradise Pier Hotel. So they had so much pyrotechnics, no one could see it, and everybody was choking. It ran for only a couple of months. I had the pleasure of seeing it once. It was beautiful. It was amazing, but it was a short deal. It was kind of like Light Magic at Disneyland in 1997.
Yeah. Stacy, I think putting Indiana Jones in Animal Kingdom isn't a good idea, but they could change Rafiki's area to a
Absolutely.
Zootopia area.
You take the
Absolutely.
train.
I agree.
Take that train and theme it like a movie.
Yep, think with the exact same thing that the rabbit. What's her name?
Judy.
Judy Hopps.
had to take to go into Zootopia. I'm all for that. I actually love Zootopia.
Are you laughing at Megan?
What is our nieces up to?
Light is tragic. I'm still bitter. Okay, let me do a little explanation there. In 1996, we said farewell to the Main Street Electrical Parade at Disneyland. They told us it was glowing away and would never be back at Disneyland. Well, we all know how marketing works. Anyway, to replace it, they did a wonderful, in their minds, nighttime show, which was really interesting because when they were planning it, they really didn't know what they were going to do. I mean, it came down to the beginning of the year, and they had this concept of a show called Light Magic. And even in January, they didn't have the whole show flushed out. They had no idea what they were going to do. So they quickly threw something together. They redesigned everything.
Well, it was supposed to be about the alien story.
Yeah.
But it was a whole...
Yeah, it was supposed to be part of the alien story, which was going to tie into the new Tomorrowland, which was opening in 1998. But
which we never got.
We never got. And so because they canceled the new Tomorrowland, which was Tomorrowland 2055, they had to re-theme the Light Magic show, and they came up with something along the lines of fairies with kind of like Tinkerbell's Friends, all themed to what's that dancing show on Broadway?
Riverdance.
That's it.
It was the part of the fad of the 90s.
It was a river mess.
It was sad. It was a bad replacement. Again, this was the 90s, budget cuts, recession. Paris was a disaster. Disneyland Paris because of we can go on and pontificate about that forever. But I want to go back to my niece, Danny. I'm glad you like Wreck-It Ralph. I'm glad you just like Disney and period. Just trying to see everything, and I could only see so much.
By the way, Danny, let's go to Disneyland.
Yeah, you and Clay are more than happy to. You're more than welcome to stay in the Disney.
Cam is suggesting Star Tours in Star Wars Land, but hey, Jelly, how are you doing?
Thanks for being here, Jelly.
Cam, we've been told a few times now that Star Tours is not going to be part of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge because it doesn't fall within the theming of the actual land itself. So if it continues at Disneyland, it will remain in Tomorrowland until they choose in enough time to sever ties with Star Wars and Tomorrowland altogether. Yeah. And then they'll just move on to something else.
Dylan Duddleson is new to the channel.
I like new
Dylan.
people.
Welcome.
Dylan, thank you. Welcome,
Thank you, Dylan.
Welcome to our village. That's what we call people here. We call everyone here villagers. They're a part of our village at Pepper Tree Villa. So thank you and welcome. It's great to have you here. And Danny says, OMG, please, let's go.
Oh, please. Let's go. Let's go. I have.
I'm in.
Yeah, definitely.
Danny, we'll talk on Saturday. There's something about.
She says her fiance, Clay's a huge Disney fan too.
Well, Clay is more than welcome to come over because I don't think he understands how big of a Disney fan we all are.
Uncle Doug is a huge Disney fan.
Yes, that is cool. Let me know when. Like I said, we'll talk Saturday. And she knows why we'll talk Saturday.
And then Dylan says, which one talks to me in chat? Dylan, that would be me. I am the social media guy for Pepper Tree Villa. So anytime you see PTV or Pepper Tree Villa, it's generally me. I usually do all the posting on our Twitter, our Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah.
And then also in YouTube streams, you'll see me pop into, and I'm the one. So,
but I do the ever popular show Life with Ben on the channel.
Yeah.
All the thumbnails you see, I create those. I'm a designer.
Yeah. Doug does all the artwork. So for the thumbnails, and then we also have some animation coming for graphics and things. So yeah, if you hadn't noticed yet, take a look at some of the videos that we posted this week. There's a new our logo has been animated. So take a look at that and let me know what you think. We have one of.
Thanks for joining us, Cam.
Hi, Cam. Thanks for
Clay has no idea.
Annie, thank you.
And no, Clay has no idea until he sees a hyper theme.
One of our best friends, Charlie, works in some graphic design as well for TV, and does he did the graphic for us, so you'll see the animated graphic there. So it's pretty cool. I like it. So tell me what you think in the comments on the videos. Anyway, let's get back to where we were. I'm sorry.
What would I look to? Another thing I would like to see. This is not. It's going to happen no matter what. I don't know when, but this is on the list. I want to see the logo for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World being released.
That's possible. That's possible, although it's still 2 years away, so they may not even have it yet.
Well, remember, it was 4 years ago today at D23 that they announced Star Wars, and they didn't even call it anything yet. We just knew it as Star Wars Land at that point.
And nobody saw that coming.
No one saw it.
No,
it was a complete shock.
It was a micro. It was.
Well, you know, I'm sure they've got at least one or two of those moments coming up at D23 next week, and by the time they finish the discussion inside the hall, there will probably be at least 10 or 15 videos posted immediately with people's speculations as to what's going to be happening.
We're going to know instantaneous.
Okay. Dylan says, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you're
Dylan,
always
you're
welcome.
always welcome to add a question to the chat.
Please.
Please do. Go and see PTV. Did you see my comment about putting something where Ben was talking about putting something? Actually, I missed that. I missed that mic.
I'm trying to find the mic thing. That I just think that it's going to be released anyway because we're going to see the swag, but that's what I want. What else would I like Disney to say? Because from my understanding, if you stand there in the Orlando, you can.
Oh, here it is. My only issue of putting anything where Ben was talking about is you don't want it too tall to break sidelines and a big box building visual from other parts of the park.
They can sink it.
That's true.
In California, everything can get sunk.
Yeah. Like for instance, soaring over California goes down about 30 to 40 feet into the ground to allow for the massive show buildings that you need for the flight effect. But you really go way down into the ground, and you can do that in California because we don't have a flood table like Florida does.
No, we don't have a water.
You get 3 feet down in Florida, and you strike water.
Well, Walt Disney World, the Magic Kingdom, it's land. It's built on the platform, and then the actual park is on top of this platform. All of it. It's literally sitting on top of the building.
Yep.
The whole park is sitting on top of the building.
Yeah.
And the building is sitting just kind of on the land. I mean, so Florida is a little bit different, but in Disneyland, they can sink anything into the ground, so it won't be this monstrosity of a building. And it could be a Tron. It could be special for Disneyland. It doesn't have to be what's in Shanghai and going into the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
It would cost more because the reason why the Magic Kingdom's getting it so quick is because they already did it. They're using the same plans. It's cheap. Well, Disneyland, it has to be done a little bit separate.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's a special little park. Well, not little, but.
So Dylan's asking, do we need moderators? Actually, Dylan, thank you for asking.
Thank you.
We look at adding moderators occasionally. And at this time, not yet, but we will definitely be looking at that again at another time. But thank you so much for asking.
We'll put you on the list.
Yeah. Max Kimplin says, PTV, did you see what I was thinking about inside of the Sugar Rush ride? I thought of it. If not, I think you should use the bikes from Flight of Passage and make it feel like you're in their world. That is a very good idea.
I know Flight of Passage by concept. Again, we haven't been to Walt Disney World yet. Again, if it just all of a sudden rains money, we'll be there. I think that's a brilliant idea. I think you can only bring so much attractions. With new technology, I already think new technology is coming with what Spider-Man's supposed to be, the track-slide system of the Star Wars, then Marvel. So they're creating a whole bunch of new stuff. So I think it is cool.
So Mike is saying, that's true. I forgot about that they can dig down there and not here. Yeah, Florida does have a problem with the water table. We don't have that problem.
No, you could go far, far away.
And Danny's asking, have you guys been to Disney World?
I was going to call you again. I'm going to talk to you on Saturday. Yes, we have. I wanted to ask if you or Clay have been to Walt.
Good night, Megan.
Good night, Megan. Thank you for spending some time with us.
She's already going to bed?
She's a mother.
Ugh.
Mother. She's a 6-year-old, but you have to put to bed.
Mother with a first grader.
Mother with a first grader.
So,
So
yeah, I'll tell you, Danny, about all mine.
yeah. Now, a lot of our audience here, a lot of our villagers are from the East Coast. A lot of them are about Florida. Fortunately, because we've been to Florida, we're able to hold conversations with them about how things work in the parks there and things. The only thing that's foreign to us about this really is what's happened after 2012. And that has everything to do.
At least you have 2012.
That has
Mine's
to,
1996.
everything.
You're a dinosaur. Ours, literally, we were there.
but it's everything right
We
after
have an entire generation that has been born. That
right after we
and I haven't been there.
right after we left
We
in
made choices.
2012. We were there in October of 2012. And the beginning of 2013, they started adding
Magic
things like
bags.
magic bands and online reservations. I mean, reserving restaurants 6 months in advance, things like that.
Fantasyland came 6
And-
months
and
later
fast
after we
passes
went.
online.
And
That's
that's
all
what
for us.
Everything, the new Fantasyland open. We only got to see bits and pieces of it in late 2012. We don't know anything about. Literally, we were there. Then the holidays were there, and then all of a sudden this magic band thing happened. So we were at the air. So it's all foreign to us about magic bands. I don't get it. I haven't experienced it. Once I do, I mean, I understand it. That's how far we go back to Disney World. We haven't, but Clay has been talking a lot about wanting to go. Oh, wow. I think that would be wonderful of you guys. Since you guys are appreciating it, you guys will love it.
Okay. Now
again,
here, just a question here. Max is asking on PTV. I know this is off topic, but what happened in Disney history on July 7th?
We'd have to go back and check our date.
I have to go back and look, but
During
one of
July.
the things that happened around that time was they made an announcement about the sign from Epcot coming down off of the Spaceship Earth from the Millennium.
is that what he's talking about?
No, he's just saying what happened in Disney history on July 7th. He's not talking any specific
Oh,
year.
in a year of okay. I have to go back to our.
So I'd have to go back to my video to see what's going on. In case anyone's wondering, just look at PTV Jew Live, and you'll see I have everything there.
Danny, I have to agree. I'm not a huge fan also of VR rides.
Okay.
I have to. Wow, that's cool that I'm not a big fan. Pepper Tree. I have all of you guys be
Stacy.
on the East Coast.
Bless your heart, Stacy.
2 whole parks of
Yeah.
Hopeless as I was last there.
Wow.
Oh, Stacy, yeah, definitely.
I went the first time ever to Walt Disney World for me was Labor Day weekend of 1998. So it's been almost in a couple weeks. So it'll be 21 years for me since I first went, and then I've been 5 times.
And my first time was for just before the 25th anniversary of the park when they changed the castle to a birthday cake. I was there in January of '96.
She gets sick. I completely agree.
And the only time I've been to Walt Disney World was in November of 1996, and that is the only time I've seen the castle when it was painted with Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, I agree. I get motion sickness. I can do 3D movies. It has to be done very particular.
Yeah.
We saw a 3D movie. If you watch our video or Ben's video, I've seen it at LucasArts. That didn't bother me, but I've seen 3D movies and I get off and I'm like, whoa. Just to tell you that I don't get motion sickness, but I get this, I guess it's like a motion where I can't be in a car looking at my phone.
Yeah.
He could do it. That's why I do all the driving. I if I look at my phone and I'm doing it, I want to heave. I get totally nauseated. He's asking.
So Max is saying my birthday is July 7th.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
He caught that.
Max, that's good. But I remember seeing something around July 7th, and I did that because I just posted a video this morning it's a throwback video from 2002 when Doug and I went to Epcot. We were at World Showcase and we recorded a video of the Tapestry of Dreams parade. So if you haven't checked that out, go look at that video that we posted this morning. It's a nice throwback Thursday video.
Oh, Max is 20. He's like my niece.
Max, great.
You guys, all you know is California Adventure. You don't really understand that. That was a parking lot. It's so cute. Okay, I should.
I lived in Orlando in 94.
But I never got to the parks.
I really need to get back. Stacy, let's do it.
We need to have a rendezvous.
Yeah, Stacey, let's rendezvous at Walt Disney World. When we go there, come on down. We'll have some fun together.
Surprisingly enough, we didn't do it on purpose. It was completely by accident, but flights out of San Francisco to Orlando are surprisingly not expensive.
Really?
But yeah, what wasn't intentional. We have no plan. We were going to bring it up to you a little bit later, but
Okay.
it was slightly doable. And I'm like, I mean, it's not going to ever happen.
Some of the round trip flights that we saw were actually under $300.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we thought it was not doable, and it was going to be, we're going to have to do it.
We have to
Who
think.
knows?
We have to think about it. We'll strategize and see if it starts
Just
raining.
a lot of bees and not.
If it starts raining money, yeah, we'll do that.
It's because when we think of it on the West Coast, that Walt Disney World is it's not as quickly we can go to like we could do with Disneyland.
Mike Wheeler has been going to Disney Park since he was just a babe in arms.
I was 13.
We were the same way. Ben and I were 1 year old. We went to Disneyland for the first time August of 1965 for their 10th centennial, and we had a great time. Apparently, I don't remember any of it, but we were told that we.
I
laughed
hope you
and everything.
didn't. I couldn't go. I had to go because we lived in Reno.
But
I was 13.
Okay, so we're off topic anyway. Let's get back to what we were talking about here.
And plus it's an hour. You guys are really
D23. Okay, D23. Let's go. Okay,
I don't know.
Now,
I don't
we've
know what
talked
they're
about
gonna release.
Disneyland. We've talked about California Adventure. Some things we'd like to see with Walt Disney World. What about movies and TV? For me, I want to know more about Disney Plus. So far, it's just been a theory about what we're going to see. They see, oh yeah, we're going to have this movie. We're going to see this. I want to know actual content that we're going to see other than just a couple of shows. For instance, we know that they're doing The Mandalorian. Great. That's fantastic. I want to see what they're going to do for other bits of content. And I want to know more about the pricing with this whole bundle thing that they're talking about between having Disney Plus and ESPN Plus and Hulu all bundled together. I want to know what the actual cost is going to be for certain choices that we make with television.
Yeah, we're gonna watch. We're buying Disney Plus the hour we can get our hands on it.
Yeah.
Danny,
yeah, absolutely.
So happy.
We're going to be first day adopters.
Literally, when we know it's live, we're going to be on the app and we're going to sign up. I want them to either tone it down. They're never going to stop it. Rehashing, reduce.
Stacy says that she's got plans to go to Walt Disney World, but sadly, because of health issues of her in-laws, they might have to postpone.
Well,
Stacey,
family comes first.
Family does come first, definitely.
The parks are not going anywhere. Well, that I know.
We were supposed to go to Disneyland in 1976 for the bicentennial, and we had a death in the family that canceled our vacation, and that was the only time that we were going to be able to do it. So we had to go in January 1977.
Yeah. Stacking Stormtrooper, thank you for being
Hi there.
Thank you, Stormy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. It's good to have you.
I like your Garbage Pail Kid video. That was amazing. We're the same age, I think. So we had all those. That brought back a lot of memories. So great video.
Yeah, a lot of people here. If you are a content creator, just drop that in the chat.
Yeah.
Let us know that you do create content. Some people just watch. Other people create. For instance, Amy of AJC Magic TV. She was at Kennywood today. I saw her live streaming, so it was pretty interesting.
But Garbage Pail Kids rule.
D&G Explorers, thanks for being here. Sorry we were late. No problem.
We were just texting you back and forth a few hours ago. So I forgive you. And plus, we're going to see them in a week.
Yeah.
I personally, again, they're not going to stop. I want them to significantly toe down rehashing, redos, remakes from live to animated, animated to live. I'm exhausted. I am tired of it. I don't need it anymore. I want new intellectual property. I'm just saying, give us a few rehash every now and again, but I'm so tired of it.
Okay, Stacking Stormtrooper saying, email me your mailing address and I'll send you one.
It's in our channel.
It's actually
we have a mailing address.
Yeah, Stormy, the mailing address is in the description of the video. So when the video ends, for the last couple of weeks, I've made sure that any video that we post has our mailing address. It is. I'll just tell everyone right now. The mailing address is very simple. It's Pepper Tree Villa, 1155-C. Make sure that -C is there because it's a specific suite in a shopping center. So it's 1155-C, Arnold Drive, Suite 504.
Can you believe it? It's May the 4th.
Yeah, May the 4th.
We didn't even have to ask for it.
Our mailbox is May the 4th.
May the 4th. It was weird. We didn't even ask for it. It was great. And we're so happy.
That's in Martinez, California, 94553.
Thank you, Stacy.
Stacy, thank you for dropping the address.
Stormy, it's in there. But yeah, to be honest with you, we do have a UPS, the brown people. Oh God, that was wrong for me to say that. The box, the shipping people, they're brown. The brown shipping people. We have a mailing address from them.
No, it says, yeah, hey, D&G Explorers, #burp counters. Yes.
I haven't burped.
So, yeah, actually, I haven't either. For those that don't,
carbonation.
For those of you that don't know, D&G Explorers in our community sponsors all burps on all of the streams. So there you go.
God, I found this so UPS. So I have to watch it. What else would I like to see?
I'd kind of like to have like a 2 to 3 year lead on new Marvel films to see what's coming down the pike.
Well, they've got something there. I haven't done the research, but I believe they've got a list of movies that are coming. But I haven't.
Was that released at Comic-Con?
Probably so. It could have been.
I haven't even bothered to look. I just got tired of waiting.
After this week, I mean, we got a week we're all ready to, everything's penting up. You can feel the pressure build about D23, and everybody's going to just, I know Disney's going to surprise us.
And Stacking Serper says, I haven't seen any of the Marvel movies. I can't keep up.
I've seen them all.
We saw one.
Stormy.
We have them all in a row.
We've got all the DVD, Blu-rays.
I'll take that back.
And everything. We've got them all lined up, ready to watch, and we still have not seen them all.
We started with Iron Man. We saw Iron Man 2. We saw Guardians of the Galaxy and one Avengers.
And you've seen Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a whole experience. I never can go to a new movie again.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you about what we didn't do on Sunday.
Dylan, thank you for being back. Thank you.
I
see Stacey says Disney has said every movie they have will be on Disney Plus, but I don't think they really mean every movie.
I was disappointed on that.
See, I want to know that they're going to have things like the North Avenue Irregulars, Super Dad, Condor Man,
Gus.
Gus. I want
The
Absent-Minded Professor, Son of Flubber, things from the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, going all the way
back. I've never seen 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Neither have I.
I have.
Pollyanna?
Of course you are, Derek. Sunday is our big day. We're making our list and checking it twice and packing.
Let's see. Max is asking, did you guys see Infinity Wars and Endgame?
No.
Ben saw it.
Oh, yeah, I did see. I've seen every Marvel film,
but we have not.
We know the ending of Infinity War because we watched Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay, there's one.
The Love Bug.
The Love Bug.
I want a lot of vintage. I want Walt Disney Treasures live action or the True Life Adventures.
I want to see.
I don't think they're putting all that on it. I'm disappointed.
I want to see Now You See Him, Now You Don't. The Cat from Outer Space. Snowball Express.
The Boatniks.
Give us more information about your channel.
Okay, Dylan's asking, can you give us more information about your channel for people who are new?
We'll show up the logos. Bring up the logos.
The logos.
Go into work in progress. It's easy to show and screen.
Okay.
Go into PTV.
Okay. Everyone, we're going to show you some logos here.
Go into the live stream 19. It's just easier to explain.
I guess we're all still learning the environment that we're broadcasting in now, since we've only been in it for a couple of weeks.
Okay, now somehow throw that in there.
Am I going to be made small again?
Probably. I don't know. How did you do
Honey,
that?
I shrunk the live stream.
Okay. We're going to now share something with you.
Yeah, we're going to share this with you. So,
because this is about our channel.
Are you going to share this with us?
Yeah, watch out. So you see here, this is us in all of its glory. But what we do is you see those 5 little icon circles.
Now right here, Ben, do you see the arrow moving?
Not on my screen, no, but I'm on the broadcast and I don't see a lot of things over here.
Okay, what about
But
here?
I'm looking at the live stream on my phone right now, and is anyone there in the live stream? Can you see the arrow moving across the image at all from Arnie's end?
Yeah, if you see me moving the arrow, that's great. Otherwise, I'll just describe it, what's going on.
I would just go ahead and describe what's going on because I'm not seeing anything.
We have our logo, Pepper Tree Villa. It says Disneyland and D23, the official Disney fan club. And then we have icons down the right-hand side. Okay, so they're not seeing the cursor. Good. Thank you for letting us know that. The top circle is Castle, which means Disney.
Anything Disney.
Anything Disney. The one underneath that is a fork, knife, and spoon.
That's where we talk about, we do food demos. So think of the Food Network and the Food Channel. Sorry, nope. Yeah, okay, Mike, you're making us feel really bad.
Mike.
Yeah, can you see this? Yes, I know, Mike. God, we're horrible people.
Yeah.
So the food talks about, food demos from baking to cooking to Instant Pot, anything like that. So that's what the fork knife, and that's even if we go to a restaurant anywhere where we talk about demoing food or food reviews. So like what Ben did at Spin, essentially we would do that. So the next one underneath that.
Wait a minute. Mike is saying, oh man, now my joke doesn't go well. Mike.
Oh God, I'd make us feel so bad.
Cam came back. So anyway.
So that's what the food is cooking and demoing and showing out people to cook and spins on food. It's just all about food. The next one underneath that is a chef's hat with a cookbook. And that is actually going to be something I'm going to kind of curtail on mine. And it's going to go through a lot of vintage recipes, going back to the vintage food history, like Jell-O. Just going in a lot of stuff, and then it's going to also go with cooking it. So I might take a vintage recipe and making it modern. And it's kind of also like retail recipe archaeology. So take old timey recipes and talk about it and say, what does this mean? How did they do this? And why were they doing this? And these ingredients don't exist anymore. It's kind of the evolution of food. So it's like a historical food kind of thing.
One thing he's going to cover is Jell-O.
I love Jell-O.
So
then the other two,
he has a lot of recipe cookbooks back here.
Oh, but
and in other rooms, yeah. So he's got a lot of recipe and cookbooks for Jell-O. So he'll be.
I'm overflowing.
Underneath that one is a suitcase, which represents that we do a lot about travel. So Dylan, that's one more aspect of our channel. We talk about travel, various things locally and even elsewhere.
Now, about the Golden Gate Bridge. We might go to different travel, take a vacation up to Northern California, go see the exact geographic center of California, which is a redwood tree and a palm tree. Yeah. That D&D drive by it every single day. Just weird places to travel, go up to Reno and Lake Tahoe.
And then the last icon on the list.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Pepper Tree, Stacking Stormtroopers asking, Pepper Tree Villa, is that all Jell-O cookbooks behind you?
No, I have about 30 Jell-O cookbooks going back all the way down to the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the thing is that behind us, we have a lot of things about various cuisines, everything Italian. We have Asian, we have baking, everything. So Doug's going to talk about those things.
Yeah, like this is an ancient book. I got it in an estate sale. It's a book put on by Pan American Airlines, and this person got it and it's signed, and it's dated.
Thank you, Amy. AGC Magic.
This book is made in the 1940s, but they got this book in 1963, and it's Pan American way. Have these old vintage recipes. And they talk about places from all around the world. So, like, I would go through this book and we would talk about recipes. Okay.
And
the last but not least,
the last aspect of our channel, the icon is a Christmas tree. And I've already seen where was it? She let's see.
Oh
Danny
yeah.
was saying, "OMG, you have no
No
idea
idea.
how excited I am for your guys' Christmas stuff."
Danny remembers it.
Danny, you definitely remember it.
Her dad got us a very special ornament. We will describe it when we get there.
Yeah, Danny,
Your dad got it. I
yeah,
don't remember if you did.
tell your dad thank you again for our crystal pickle. And
Yeah.
he'll know what we're talking about.
From Russia.
If you don't remember, he was here a few years ago.
It was quite a
and
it was
he asked
sometime
about pickles on a Christmas tree, and we have a lot of pickles on a lot of trees. It's a German tradition, so a lot of the trees have pickles, but the crystal tree did not, because we did not have a clear or crystal pickle for the tree. Well, he got on eBay and he made it his mission that night. So that night, Dana ordered a crystal or clear pickle for the
My
crystal
brother.
tree, and it actually came from Russia.
It took about a month to get here.
We actually named the pickle Boris.
Well, the guy's name was Boris.
Because the guy that shipped it to us name was Boris. So the pickle's name is Boris.
Boris the Russian pickle.
So you'll
The Boris the Russian crystal pickle
so when
is what we call
we
it.
decorate the Christmas tree, we'll make sure to point it out.
So we love Boris the Russian crystal pickle.
Oh yeah, you inspired him to make a crystal tree.
Yes, I did inspire a lot of people that we do. The crystal trees got bigger. So you guys will see that.
Good night, Stack. Good night, Stormy.
Okay. So we will have so much about Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, every room
So-
we do about 25. This house gets gutted.
Yeah, so Dylan, what's going to happen is we will be doing live streams of us decorating the villa. Those will happen mostly on weekends and things during the day. So you'll know ahead of time when it's happening. But we want to make sure that people can understand what's going on with how much Christmas we do. See, Cam's saying we missed his message.
It was about the announcement of Lego set.
Yeah.
I'm getting it no matter what. If I have to eat beans and rice.
I actually posted it on our Instagram, and all I said was, I must have this.
Oh, it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be next week, but it's going to be purchased because we have the room. I know exactly. I already picked out the stand where it's going to go on.
Yeah, he knows.
I know exactly where the station and the train's going to go.
Okay.
Because we have the room. Stacy Rogers, good night.
Yeah, good night,
Okay,
Stormy.
Stormy, yeah.
Thank you for being here. Really appreciate your
Yeah.
support.
Do more retro videos. I like them.
So, television, movies, D23. There is one more thing that they've announced on the schedule there at D23. I have no idea what it is. There's been speculation about it, but we don't know. All it says is that there is a special announcement
Do you want to get rid
about.
of the video?
Oh yeah, I can go ahead and do that.
So,
Sorry, thank
Those are what our channel's all about. So stop. There we
Thank
go.
you.
I know.
So on the schedule for D23, there is this 1 hour block, I guess, on Saturday that just says it's a special Walt Disney Company project, a secret project. And I have no idea what they're talking about. And the theories are all over the map. So I'm not even going to theorize what it
No.
could be.
I like the ones that they've on
But
this
I will say
video.
I
we
will
saw.
say this. Being that D23 is the ultimate fan event, it's not going to be an event about something internal with the company. Like, oh yeah, we're changing our work hours, or we're going to be building buildings for our staff.
And it's not about the new CEO.
It's not going to be anything about that. It's going to be something that's going to affect the fan base. Good night, Dylan. Thank you for joining us.
I know you guys. This is
Really
cool.
appreciate you
Thank
being here. Thank you.
Stay as long as you can. I know you don't want to be tired.
But so with that announcement, I have no idea what it's going to be, but it's probably going to be something that affects the fan base in general.
It could be a project. I don't think it's going to be anything financial, merger, the new CEO, or anything like that, because it's not pertain to geeky fan things.
But they've set aside an hour to talk about it. So obviously they're serious about it.
If it were my boss that were talking about it, she'd be saying that it was like a secret squirrel moment.
We have that secret panel as the plan B option. Depends on what happens the other day. Oh, really?
Yeah, D&G, they're
Okay.
going to that. That's on Saturday.
Saturday, I think it's at 1:00 in the afternoon. It's like, so.
Saturday at 1 in the afternoon, I plan on walking around DCA.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. And we'll be doing Phil Her Magic that
So
day.
I hope we answered all your questions, Dylan.
Good night,
Thank you for
Dylan.
coming here. And just keep us posted. We like to chat. We like the interaction even afterwards. What does that one say?
It says we should do Disney trivia right now. Oh, Cam, that'll be coming.
We will do one.
We will be doing specific nights where we talk about Disney trivia. And
I'll read
the
a Disney cookbook one time.
Yeah, and yeah, Doug did story time one time. But as far as Disney trivia, we will be doing it. It's just that we want to do it a little differently than some of the other channels. But once we figure it out how we're going to do it, we will definitely be doing that. So yeah, just keep watching, and you'll see us do a trivia night sometime.
Stacy, I don't think they'll ever have enough money. Oh, well, they spent $70 billion for Fox, but I don't think Star Trek. CBS is not going to get rid of it. That's their cash cow.
They
need
will never give up Star Trek at Paramount.
No, Paramount.
Just-
and with Viacom
just
merging
like-
with CBS.
Just like they're not going to give up the Twilight Zone.
No.
Yeah, CBS and Viacom right now are in the middle of getting back together again to create a larger network for streaming service purposes. So there's no
Oh, she was
no
joking.
way possible
I know.
that CBS
She was
or
joking.
Paramount would give up.
Right now, everybody is holding on to their
This is-
intellectual.
Do you guys watch Spokesman? I actually just found Spokesman, so I'm starting to watch some of
What
his
is
stuff.
spokesman?
I've seen some of his things on Instagram, and I'm about to start watching some of his YouTube stuff.
I'm confused.
And Muscle Car Appraisal, thank you for being
Hi
here.
there.
Appreciate you being here.
Muscle
Thank you.
Cars Appraisal. That's cool. Right now with the streaming world, Disney Plus releasing in a few months, CBS, Viacom CBS merging to Viacom CBS.
Yeah, we're actually only 3 months away from Disney Plus starting.
Yeah.
Just 3 months.
2 weeks.
Means we're only 3 months away from finishing our finishing touches of decorating the trees and all that. It's happening fast, folks. It's really happening.
Pam's fans. So how?
No, so Mike's saying, make sure you tell me when story time with Doug is so I can get my story time blanket and my juice box and my cookies so I'll be ready.
Yes, your Oreos. That's brilliant. I could read. We have theories.
Oh, and
about
Max,
them.
you guys missed my message about the Marvel movies. Sorry about that, Max.
Oh
Let's
god,
see.
it's like everything's going back up. I'm
Our
sorry.
Infinity Wars songs regular, but in the end, half the instruments are playing the theme song. Oh, okay.
Did you know that?
That makes sense, actually. From what I know about it, that makes sense. So how could Disney have Twilight Zone theming in the Tower of Terror? That's a good question.
They
Dan.
bought the rights.
No, they did not buy the rights.
No,
What they do is they have a
a
leasing agreement with CBS Incorporated to use the theme of the Twilight Zone for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Once that agreement ends, I don't know if they will renew the contract. They might decide to go a different route. Now, I was watching a tweet from another channel. The channel's name is Rob Plays. Rob does a lot of theories about Disney, about Walt Disney World. He does great videos. He has over 100,000 followers. Great channel. If you've never watched it, you'll really be interested. He was talking about the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. He put it out there saying, I wish this was Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout because it's a better ride. There, I said it. It's the truth. And then another channel said blasphemy, to which I responded by saying, hey, if they did do that, wouldn't they have to retheme the entire area of Sunset Boulevard so that the Guardians of the Galaxy would fit? And he said, yes, they would. But right now, he does not see that happening. What he sees happening is Disney giving up the licensing agreement with CBS for Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and then them coming up with their own intellectual property that would fit the theme of the Tower of Terror without changing it.
They can. I mean, they don't have to use. They can just recreate a modified Tower of Terror. I think CBS is going to want so much money because they have a special on the CBS app as a special streaming. They have a whole new. They're bringing back the world of Twilight Zone, so I can't see them. They'll when the contract comes up to extend it, they're gonna want so much money. And Disney right now, they want to keep it. They want to keep everything in the house. They don't want to be giving other people money because they already have so much intellectual property. It's not going to be Tower.
So there we have Cam saying Disneyland.
Can I take this one?
Sure.
Cam, in response to your comment that's posted down below, that's not going to happen with Disney California Adventure changing their whole area that is right next to the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. They will be expanding their whole Marvel universe right in that area. So Guardians of the Galaxy fits beautifully into the whole theming of that area. So I don't see it happening. What I see happening is a possible retheming of the red car trolley going into that area. They may shorten the track and not take it down that far. But changing the tower back into Tower of Terror, I don't see it happening.
No.
So Juan Rodriguez,
I won't be seeing you in a little over a week.
as Rachel put it, or someone in the stream earlier today put it, Juan Rodriguez is the R. Johns of the Disneyland Resort.
Like a trusty golden retriever.
But that actually makes sense. It's the Juan's R. Okay.
Sean, yeah.
I like that he's referring to me as Life with Ben. Thank you so much. I'm making a difference in someone's life.
Chatterverse.
I think.
And then here's one. Dylan says, "Feature me."
Can I be your monitor? So I will be interesting a week from now. We'll probably start hearing more starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday a week from now. A week from tomorrow, we're going to start hearing everything. People's heads going to explode. We're all going to be happy. Some people might be sad. This is the excitement of the way how things get released. So we'll just be down there when this happens. And again, news happens immediately now. I mean, literally, it's announced. Someone says a word, and all of a sudden it's out on Twitter.
Yeah.
So as long as you have a connection to the internet, we'll be fine. We'll know all about it.
Let's see. Stacy was me. I'm the one that said it. I've also said that they need to call Juan R because it literally is the opposite of R. Johns.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think you should. Okay.
I
You
agree.
need to change that.
Okay, Juan, you're going to be officially now Juan R.
That is amazing, Stacy.
So that's my wish list. That's what I'm fantasizing, but mostly what I would like to see. I don't know. I'm happy. It's good. Think of it this way, and I'm going to end it like this. You should bring up that thing, the statement about Walt Disney Company isn't an entertainment company. They're there to make money. Yes, they have fans. Yes, there's theme parks. Yes, they have movies. But the company is there to exist to make money. And it's purely on a corporate level. That's what the Walt Disney Company is all about. It's not about Mickey Mouse. It's not about Elsa. It's not about Disneyland. It's about making money. So the company is there to make money. And they're going to do what they need to do to make money.
Yeah.
So plus they got $70 billion they need to pay off.
Now, that's a lot going on. That's a lot happening there.
So in the meantime, what would the end it all? Whatever Disney's going to do is for the benefit of making money. They're not going to do it because someone is sad that this went away. Someone's sad or this what happened or they're not doing it. They're there to make money. So think of it that way. We just take things very personal because we do take things personal. We have stock in the company, one share, but we can say we're invested in the company. So we can say it's part of us, but what do we want the company to do? Make us money. So we got our checks a couple weeks ago. We got our 88 cents for the one share. Deposited. I have my Mickey check with Mickey on the check. So think of it that way. Disney's going to do it for the best. They're going to do it. And do they consider us? Yes, but they're there to make money. So whatever happens, happens.
Okay. So there is something I do want to also mention, and that is there are things at Disneyland that we have not yet experienced. And then when we go down there, we will. Mostly has to do with things like food. Ben, I don't know if you've heard about this, but did you know that there are exclusive drinks at the Main Street Starbucks at Disneyland?
I did.
The
Okay.
Fantasyland
There's
drink?
some specialty drinks that are going to be there through the end of September.
Yeah. There's one called the Wonderland Frappuccino.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah, I won't
mocha,
have that one.
a mocha creme frappuccino with strawberry puree topped with whipped cream and a mocha swirl. That sounds amazing. I'm going to try that. But here's the one that I think you and I should try, Ben, most definitely. And that is the Neverland Sunset.
I'm all about that one.
Yeah,
It's
we're gonna be
delicious.
be
Yes.
going to Starbucks.
This is the iced lemonade beverage layered with peach juice and a splash of passion fruit tea.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds delicious. And those are exclusive to Disneyland.
Yep.
And on Wednesday the 28th, hopefully also Disneyland will have the pumpkin spice latte. I'm so ready for pumpkin spice season. I'm just thrilled to death. I am just ready to burst at the seams or pop like a pimple.
We're
I want
still
pumpkin
another
spice.
month away from fall, but
No.
Starbucks is going to push it.
No. So we are so I'm ready for pumpkin spice. So the latte should be there. This is at Disneyland. So that's our Starbucks moment.
That's the Starbucks moment.
Not
Yeah.
that we're sponsored by Starbucks,
No, we are definitely not.
even though I was there this morning.
And I'm not a coffee drinker, so I rarely go to Starbucks, but I will go for that special drink.
So Cam's Corner is asking, are we going to be going live tomorrow? We go live every day, but not like this format. We don't do PTV live every day, but we do what's called the Daily Dose of Disney. And that's generally around 4:30 Eastern time in the afternoon, 1:30 Pacific time. And I talk about this day in Disney history, as well as news and bits of interesting information from around the Disney universe.
Okay, two things. Mike Wheeler, that's a thing for D&G, but yes, they're going to hopefully release a lot of stuff about the Disney Cruise Line. Danny and Clay need to go on a Disney Cruise Line. And Danny, my niece, she says, yes, I'm getting the spam. I just saw the thing come out like 3 hours ago. I am going to get the spam.
Megan already texted it to us, and I'm sure she's got lots of
Oh,
questions.
she's gagging and, probably quietly cursing to herself. Yeah, I heard someone say when they were announcing it in New York City that there's people, the media was there, and they tried it. And surprisingly enough, people said it tasted actually really good.
But
so
it-
yeah, I'm getting the
However-
spam. It's only at Walmart and spam.com.
Now here's something else to consider. Doug and I do a lot of baking. And with the fall coming up, you can expect a lot of things coming out of our kitchen for baking, especially leading up into Christmas. Now, with that in mind, we thought about possibly doing a cookie, designing a cookie that actually has pumpkin spice bacon in the cookie. So we're going to experiment and see if we can get it to work just right. Because if it works right, we will be featuring a recipe on our channel about cookies featuring pumpkin spiced bacon. We think it
I
might
have
work.
Pumpkin spice French toast, pumpkin spice pancakes, pumpkin
What?
spice
Spam pumpkin spice? Oh my God, gross.
Oh no, it's going to be amazing. I'll eat everything. I'm not shameful.
Yeah, Dylan agreed. So, but yeah, pumpkin poke cake.
I will actually. There's a
That sounds delicious.
brunch cake, pumpkin spice butter cupcake. Clay's never been on a cruise. I keep telling him we should. Yes, we're on a little cruise drought right now, but I would love to go on another cruise again. It's all money. It's just.
By the
It's
way,
not a matter of time. The poke cake.
Cam, do you think Small World is going to stay or not? Oh, stay.
Oh,
It's going
it
to
will always
stay. It will stay. Most
It's
definitely
popular.
stay.
And it sucks in a lot of people. Disney's not going to get rid of stuff just because.
Yeah, that's one of those things. And besides, I think Ben would riot if they closed it.
Oh, everybody would.
Ben, don't you think so?
Absolutely. Sign me up to be the lead ram person going into the people trying to take down my ride.
Okay, now Dylan's asking, Ben, are you and Arnie brothers?
You're very perceptive, Dylan. Yes, we're identical twins.
We are twins.
We live about 30 miles away from each other.
Yeah, they're definitely identical twins. Dunkin' Donuts start. Yeah, Mike, I won't probably haunt there I don't know if it's going to probably be anytime soon, like before I leave, but I do want to try it because someone said
I passed Dunkin' Donuts tonight on
You
my way
did.
home.
Someone said actually the pumpkin spice lattes are better than Starbucks.
So we'd have to try that out.
Small world. I'd cry too, Ben. Yes.
Yeah.
How are you and Doug and how are Doug and Arnie related? We will tell you that over in private.
Yeah.
They've known each other for years. They met at Disney.
How we're related is because of Disney.
Exactly.
So
Do
we'll
you
share
have,
more
do you have
later.
twin telepathy?
Yes, severe. Very bad case.
Mike, you've got a deal. Whenever we're at Disney World, you can definitely show us around.
I would love to have that. That would be
Please.
fantastic.
You'd be the first person we would contact. Yes, Mike.
Okay, Pam, let me tell you a story about this. It has to do with Christmas. Doug.
Oh, was that
Doug
you're
and I-
making me feel bad now?
No. Doug and I.
Yes.
Doug and I were wondering about this one Christmas tree that was there. And Doug said, you know what? We really need to move this from here into another room. Ben was right there. So, okay. Doug said, can you guys move it? I said, sure, no problem. So Ben and I went in without talking to each other. We picked up the tree. It was perfectly balanced. And we moved it without hitting anything else. And
Let me put it
No
in
problem.
context. When two people are moving a piece of furniture, the other one says, okay, on 1, 2, 3, go. And then perhaps the other person moving the piece of furniture. There's a form of communication verbally, so everybody knows how to balance. Put it up. Can you lift it up higher? I need to lift it up higher. You lift it up higher. People do that. These two don't. When you tell them to do something, they don't say on 1, 2, 3. They don't. They just. It's the creepiest thing. I saw them move it and they just did it and they knew how to twist it without talking. And any normal person would have to say, okay, move your end a little bit more that way. They just did it. And I sit there and I'm like, okay, you guys are creeping me out. And I was watching them because I needed the tree moved and it was weird too. And I'm like, you guys, that's not normal. You guys knew to twist it, knew to move it, knew to go. You guys knew you didn't have to say 1, 2, 3. Okay, left. It was weird. I can't explain it. I know the twin dynamics of twin brothers, but seeing it with them just kind of blew me away. It was an observation that I'll never forget. And then we played board game. And I could go into nauseum and talk about them. Do not have these two, this one and this one. No, that way.
Yeah,
I'm these two playing a board game as partners.
Stacy says you can keep the pumpkin pie stuff.
Fine,
Spice
more
stuff,
for
I'll
me.
pass. We do have pumpkin spice things coming on our channel, though. Definitely.
What is that? Oh my god, that's like. Did you see my comment? Okay.
Yeah, did you see my comment? And then Cam's asking, do you think the People Mover is going to return? Cam, as much as I would love to have the People Mover return to Disneyland, I don't think it ever will. As a matter of fact, the way the track is right now, it's actually unsafe.
It's decayed. And plus it was destroyed.
It's decaying.
Because of rocket rods. I would like them to bring back a People Mover-esque. I would like the Tomorrowland, this is my fantasy, is it be 3 levels. One sunken in the ground, because again, you could do that in California. The ground level that you see today, and actually another one on top of it. So there's this, it gives the illusion of bigger. I don't know how it would, but you have that area. Go underneath ground and do all that kind of stuff.
Ben, can you feature me next? It would make me happy. That's Dylan.
Okay.
Feature you how?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then we have just Mike is saying, I would just like to say great minds think alike without communication. Mike, it is very true. We do.
Oh my God, Pam, you're gonna make me cry.
I lost my daughter's twin during an early part of pregnancy. They were fraternal twins.
Oh, yeah. That's very. We've all been affected. That's sorry to hear that. It's It's very sad. Thank you for sharing that, though.
Yeah, thank you. So anyway, let's we got off topic here.
Dole Whip. I don't know if they'll do pumpkin spice, but I could figure it out.
Yeah. You know, we could figure something out with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have I lost my train of thought. See, we go off topic, I completely lose my thought.
Yeah, it's also an hour and a half. You guys are really...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then Stacy says, here's a comment I made before.
Oh my God.
They have a convenience store chain out here that they are in Florida. Oh, I've heard of Wawa. Strawberry jalapeno lemonade. You know
I would
what?
try that.
I would definitely try that, Stacy. That sounds wonderful. Wow, that sounds amazing. Stacy, I've got to try that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
But I want to honor everybody's time. Do we have anything else we want to say? I think we're just getting like too much off topic.
Yeah. I think we're at a point where we can just like call it.
Okay, but let's go ahead and talk about
what we have coming up.
What we have coming and what we've done this week. Ben, what was Life with Ben about this week?
This week, I went and had pizza at Spin. It's a restaurant in Alameda, and the closest other locations of Spin to California are in Omaha and Dallas. But I talk about the restaurant itself. I talk about the food I ate, the gelato I had, which was incredibly delicious. But that's all on this week's episode of Life with Ben that posted on Tuesday.
And on Monday, we posted a video about what was the video on Monday?
I have no idea.
Oh dear Lord. We've put out a lot of content this week.
There were a lot of videos this week.
Of Dreams was
Tapestry of Dreams was this morning. Yesterday, I posted a video about the Up House, the real Up House.
Let me hold on. Let me look this up.
12 early.
Lord.
Dylan, my favorite stage show is Festival of the Lion King. And character dining.
We don't do character dining.
It's not that I don't want to do
our mail call.
Oh, that's right. A mail call. That's right.
Yeah, because
we talk about mail.
Generosity.
Yeah, Pam's fam. Man, talk about a great gift. Pam's fam sent us a vintage cookbook, which was absolutely amazing. That's another recipe video that's coming. We're going to be talking about shoe fly pie. We'll be making two different types. One from Lancaster County, but also one from Lehigh County.
We'll do that when we get back.
We will be doing those when we get back from Disneyland. So that was Monday. Tuesday was Life with Ben. Yesterday, we posted a video about the real Up House. It was Mr. Fredrickson's house that floated away with balloons from the movie Up. They actually built the house in a town called Harriman, Utah. So there's a real quick video about that. That was posted yesterday morning. And then this morning, we did a Throwback Thursday about the Tapestry of Dreams parade at Epcot. So that's it for the videos. I mean, we were busy editing videos this week. So that's going to be it for this week on new videos. Tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, we will be doing another Daily Dose of Disney.
Yeah, Daily Dose of Disney.
Doug will meet up with me at lunch, and we will be doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you can look for some more of that over the weekend. And then next week, it's going to be a little different. Ben won't be with us for PTV Live. Why is that, Ben?
I am going to be on a plane flying to Southern California at that time. So right around 7 o'clock when we go live on the West Coast, I'll be boarding a flight at Oakland International, flying into Orange County, and I will be arriving down there. Oh, they will bring a new people mover when they demolish Tomorrowland. Oh, Juan,
like I said,
if only.
Yeah,
no, I'll be on a plane practically the entire time you guys are broadcasting next week. So Juan, also, if you happen to be available at this time next week at 7 p.m., Doug and I will most likely be someplace on the Disneyland Resort, probably in downtown Disney. And
we'll have to pick him up at the airport around this time.
We will be
brought. No, you have to pick me. I'll be arriving at about 8:45. So yeah, right around this time.
Right now, you'll be landing.
Right now, you will be landing
a week from right now.
Listen, right now.
You'll be landing into Orange County.
Yes, I will.
Runway Santa Ana Airport.
Juan, if you'd like to join us, we're going to be broadcasting PTV live from Downtown Disney. We would love to have you join us. There are going to be some other people that join us. I believe Greg of Expedition Greg, formerly, his channel used to be called Greg's Disney's Adventures. He's probably going to be there. There's a possibility of other channels joining us. It just depends on who's available. Thursday night's going to be kind of tough for some people because they might be in the parks at that time. But Doug and I aren't going into the parks until Friday. So we will be in Downtown Disney broadcasting PTV Live from Downtown Disney. And most likely the conversation will be all about things that are happening in Downtown Disney and the anticipation of D23.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well,
Juan says, sounds good.
So yeah, it's just a lot of ships
I'll send you this
passing in
one.
the night. There's a lot going on. We would love to see everybody. It's going to be super busy, super crazy, and people just got to enjoy it.
And Danny Silva is asking, okay, what time do you guys do your lives at?
I always feel like I will miss that.
I always miss them. Okay. For the most part, I've been trying to be as consistent as possible for the Daily Dose of Disney. The Daily Dose of Disney has been every day at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 in the afternoon Pacific time. So Danny,
Mike
1:30.
Wheeler just said it all.
Yep.
Yeah, he tries to do it in the day. We did it today at 11:30 or 1:30. Yeah, 1:30. We were at lunch and
Yeah, so there it is. Daily Dose of Disney is normally around 4:30 Eastern
On weekdays. On weekdays.
on weekdays.
Weekdays.
Then that after
and then PTV
Labor Day
Live.
weekend.
PTV Live is Thursday nights, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
Thank you so
And
much for wrapping that up for us, Mike. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Mike.
I would do
Hot yoga.
earlier. Hot yoga.
I'm sweating just thinking about that.
No, I can't bend
And
down.
I'm sitting in front of a fan.
I can't bend down to touch my toes. So yeah, Danny, and then we're gonna be doing a lot more. But
Oh, Ben and Pam's fan says, we will miss you, Ben, but have fun and be safe.
Thank you.
Pam, I'm sure he's going to be having fun because he'll be on a plane and knowing that he's going to be arriving at Disneyland.
Yep.
So,
wow, impressed, you spoke so correctly.
Mike, you spoke correctly. Yes,
Oh, man,
definitely.
Mike is just on
Mike
top.
is on top of it. Mike is always on top of it. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate your
Yeah,
help.
he's amazing. That's about it. Again, we're gonna have a good evening, and then you guys all have a good evening. Thank you guys for all joining us, interacting with us. Don't be shy to ask us stuff. Don't let the conversation. You can go afterwards. I mean, these are just kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't think we can sit and chit chat for
Now,
almost 2 hours.
Like we said, there are a couple of things we know that's going to happen that are going to happen in D23, but we're not at liberty to say them. But we will be mentioning them after the fact, and then we'll tell you that's what we were talking about. So just heads up.
Yeah.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us this evening. We really appreciate you all being here. It was great having you all here. We love our village so much.
That's pretty much it.
Ben, do you have any closing words?
Just I need a shower and I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
I think
Tired.
we all do. It has been, let's see, we had a high today of 107 here where we live in East Contra Costa County.
With about 20% humidity, it was very dry. So it felt like a heater, like a blast furnace heater. Your heater just going on full blast at the wintertime. That's what it felt like. It was so hot.
And Mike Wheeler says, the president of the Florida chapter of PTV Fan Club should know all the information.
Gosh, Mike, you
Mike,
rule.
thank you so much. Yes, definitely.
You guys
Thank
should
you
know
very
it.
much. Appreciate that. And everyone, good night. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys, everything. We appreciate it. So,
Everyone, go out there, have a magical night. And
And,
then we'll see you tomorrow for Daily Dose of Disney. And in the meantime, remember, adventure is out there.
good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.